The homepage for YouTube used to be a place for discovery and finding new creators, but it seems it's just made out of AI thumbnails and like Mr. Beast thumbnails, and everyone is just looking to grab your attention as much as they can. YouTube nowadays is way too calculated, and everyone kind of just treats it like a business rather than a creation. Why does everything capitalism touch just turn it into a commodity? We can barely even be human anymore. YouTube used to be a digital sanctuary where people would come and create and just kind of, goof off a little bit. But now everything has been taken so seriously where we used to enjoy content on here and subscribe to the creators that we wanted to watch. But now there just seems like there is just too many creators and everything is just oversaturated. And now that everyone's trying to grab your attention, it's almost hard to go on YouTube without feeling like manipulated in some kind of way. However, and now that shorts were introduced to the app, it just makes it, so much more fun for the homepage because I don't know, the shorts app decides to take up like 2/3 of the homepage for some reason. And they could have just put it on a whole different app, but they just didn't. I don't know. Something I've just noticed as of recently as becoming a creator, even though I only have like 58 subscribers or something, which is not a lot, but I don't know. The AI feed has been kind of just skyrocketing as of recently, and it's just annoying. I don't know. Like now that AI has been introduced to the algorithm, it's able to produce more than any human imaginable. And when it comes to the algorithm, it just feels like the more you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. And of course, you still want to make great content and do things like that. But now that people are here to just use AI for like every little thing, they're just going to excel quicker than all those people around them who are not using AI and like refuse to use it because we would rather think for ourselves and kind of just, you know, I don't know, we like to create, so we don't want to like get rid of the whole process or have AI take over for some reason. So I was watching this video the other day, and the video is a Call of Duty commentary channel because that's kind of what I watch, and that's kind of how I created this channel was to make a commentary channel. But I wanted to do it in a different way, a little more niche down instead of Call of Duty, just because that's what everyone does. So I decided to use Pokemon because that's what I used to play a lot back in the day. And the channel I was watching goes by Lizerta or something, and he has like a shaggy profile picture or something. And I was watching one of his videos saying that one person like copied his one of his videos like word for word. And basically I went to that channel that he mentioned, and the video was AI commentary over Call of Duty gameplay, and it was basically the exact same thing. However, it was worse because the spacing for the commentary was just terrible. It felt like it was like really rushed. Like the commentary was just like there was no space in between anything. And I don't know. I think the problem was that the video that was copied had more views than the original video, which I think is just bizarre and shouldn't be able to do that. Um, I'm not sure how YouTube's algorithm works or let this slide or if they're going to be able to keep doing this because I did check out that other channel and they're just copying people's like videos like word for word. I don't know whose other videos they've copied, but it is very easy just to copy a link on YouTube now and like have it. You can like download a script now or have like AI basically do everything for you, and or you can have AI like edit the video for you and all that stuff. So I don't know how we're going to get over this or if we even are going to like let this slide anymore. But it was just very interesting because personally, I have thought using multiple scripts for my other channels because some of them are also kind of commentary in some kind of ways, but I like to add more content to those channels and eventually, and I'm slowly getting there, but I was just wondering if I could do that. However, when I looked it up, it said that you couldn't use the same script because the algorithm's going to find out about it, which I hope it actually kind of does because AI wouldn't be able to do things like that. And I don't know, it's just something I didn't even like think about as if people just, copying people's scripts and going over things like that. And I think it's well, he was a smaller channel, so it was probably easier to get away with because he only had like 2,000 subscribers, and um, I think I think maybe once you get a little bit bigger, it'll be easier to take down other channels and flag them and stuff like that. I hope that's the case though. And I mean, not to mention like AI thumbnails as well, because they're just really ugly. I don't know if anyone is a YouTube creator in this sense, but you can have like AI suggest like prompts for you and like thumbnails for you, and like the thumbnails are just so ugly, anyways. But like every single one of them, like none of them are good. So I don't know. It's just something I've really noticed is that you're not going to be very niche down and recognizable if you use AI thumbnails, unless it's like very specific and you're good at very making prompts and stuff. But I don't know. I find it more enjoyable to make thumbnails myself, even though this channel is very easy and I don't have to do much for these thumbnails. There should at least be like a label if the video is made with AI or thumbnail has AI, because I know as a creator you can just like check off this box and you can just leave it unchecked if you even, I don't know, if you didn't use AI or if you used AI. So something I kind of noticed about YouTube is like it's just not about the viewer anymore. Like ever since Mr. Beast came to YouTube, it's just changed like how people treat YouTube. Like I mean, even before then, it was a little bit more on the business side of things, but people treat YouTube like way more like a business than like the creation part of it. Which, if you're going to make a business, I don't blame you, because I'm here for the same purpose and like building an audience and stuff like that. But it just, nothing really seems special about the channel anymore. At least it doesn't really feel like it. That's why I made this commentary channel, because it was is more or less like an obligation to actually like make content and have more fun into it. And now people are too concerned about all the metrics that come with YouTube, and that's how why everyone's just trying to steal your attention as much as possible and like do all these jump cuts and make the editing with all these motion graphics and stuff. And I don't know, the attention economy is just very exhausting, because personally, I don't really like watching a lot of videos with a lot of jump cuts and a lot of editing, because it just hurts my head. And the way I get around this as a small creator is that personally, I don't really check my channel that often. I kind of just post and get off for the most part, because I have things to do and like chores and stuff, because I can't be watching metrics all the time, because it's just going to stress me out for no reason. And personally, that's kind of how I work social media, is like now that I'm like trying to actually get more into content creation, my best advice is just to post and get off like once you post, and then maybe respond once you need to respond and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, of course, consume some content as well if you're really trying to get into content creation, because that's just kind of what you have to do as a content creator, just kind of consume as well and see what other people are doing. However, you'll never blow up if you just kind of copy someone. You'll just have to, slowly figure that out yourself. I don't know. It's just kind of tiring to be concerned about every little detail of like this channel or like my other channels. Like, yes, I'm here to grow my audience and grow my businesses slowly, but I want to enjoy it while I work. I don't want to be stressed over a Pokemon commentary channel, because, like, could you imagine? It doesn't really sound worth it to me. And I kind of want this channel just be more about like the viewers, like I was saying before. And hopefully I can, just talk to some people through the screen as much as I can. And then another thing I've been noticing about YouTube is that like there's a problem with like subscribing to people now, and like subscribers like don't really mean anything anymore. It's like, I don't know, it's like you subscribe to someone and you never see them again. It's like when you go on Instagram or TikTok and you start following people, and it only shows you like their video for like, I don't know, maybe a split second until you scroll down, or if like you get off the app, and then it like basically changes. Like it's like you have one time to click on that video or like that video or comment on that video, or it's never going to show you them again unless you like purposely search their channel and stuff. And I think that's why YouTube added that like notification bell, because people knew that their videos weren't going to be shown as much. Like I feel like I personally have to look up these channels now just to find some videos that I want to watch from certain creators. I mean, something I did do though is that I did go through my subscriptions and unsubscribe to a lot of people that I just don't watch anymore. So that actually made it a lot easier for my recommended channel, or not channel, but the recommended page. So I could find like people that I actually watch. And it's easier, I guess, for me to do that, because I don't want to be subscribed to a bunch of random people I'm just not going to be watching. So um, I don't know. I just feel like it's still not about the viewer as much as it used to be. And now to go on to the shorts tab, I guess you could say, I personally wish they would just remove shorts from the like YouTube app. Even though I watch YouTube on my desktop and not my phone, I just wish that they would move it or like keep it separate in some kind of way, because shorts take up like a third of the page for some reason. And I understand that because shorts are the thumbnails for shorts, or in a what is it? Is it 9 by 16 or 16 by 9? It's in the vertical mode, so it's personally going to just take up more space than the regular YouTube thumbnail. And I don't really go on YouTube to watch short form content. I kind of do sometimes, but I feel like that's what Instagram is mainly used for me. And I don't really go on TikTok that much either. So I know they're trying to compete with all the short form content, and that's probably why they put it on the main app for YouTube. And I don't know, I'm just kind of sick of everything just being a commodity and how much money people are really trying to make out of their life. And I don't know, I'm just like tired of feeling like a goldfish who can barely focus and remember anything that I've watched. It's kind of concerning for myself. And that's why I'm getting more into the creation side instead of being a viewer, because I don't know, it's just more fun actually when you're like working on something. And I do miss what YouTube used to be, but I know it's not going to come back unless we have like some digital revolution or something. Um, but anyways, guys, that's kind of all I had to say for this video. I really wanted to catch a dust skull in this video. I'm hoping I get to it because I was trying to do it in the last video, but it was just not popping up anywhere. But I don't know. Feel free to check out my other stuff in the description if you really want to, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Cheerio.